So just to explain a little bit about what the word raga means, and also I tell you a little bit about tala, because music is two things. It's raga, which almost means melody, and tala, which means rhythm. Two come together and make the whole picture of music. So, anybody been to Indian classical music concert before, or interested in it, or listened to it? A few people. Yeah, really. So it's a mystery what the word raga means to many of us, and even to us players, it's still a mystery actually. We never really catch it, because it's something that you can't catch or really ever understand with the mind. So when people learn this, they're trying to understand what is raga, and you can't really understand until you try to get involved with it. So what a raga is not a completed piece of music for us in this North Indian music. We don't present now our finished piece and say, here it is, and that's it. We're always working on it. All musicians, even the greatest ones, will say the same thing, that we're always just a link in a chain, going along and developing that raga over spans of time, over centuries. So it's a kind of a work in progress. And ragas develop and change over the years, and some don't, they stay exactly the same. But this is not a rigid form where we're not allowed to slowly change and develop things. We can develop things, and there's an evolution happening, even though this is called classical music. So what gets confusing is many people hear the word classical, and you think about Western classical, where we try to repeat something so perfectly from another era. And I'm not criticizing that, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything has its place in this universe, but for our particular thing we do, this is a improvised kind of music. So we have a very strong theme, which is our raga and our tala, which give us an anchor, and we improvise and we develop that. So what a raga is a collection of notes, you can say, that have certain motifs and certain forms which try to pull together a collection of emotions. That's the main idea. So I don't know if you heard about Rasa. So Rasa means the essence of emotion. And raga is the servant of Rasa. So Rasa is the most important thing, and we're trying to bring over. And why has Rasa got any spiritual relevance? Because Rasa is about emotional intelligence. It's about understanding all the different things that are going on inside of us. And that's where music helps us to connect with those things, because we get to find out about what's happening inside us and connect with emotions just by listening. We all know that about music. You can just put it on and suddenly you can shift your emotional state. Yeah? You can become sad immediately, or you can become joyful immediately just by a sound. So this raga tradition really focused in on that and tried to really develop that idea and work with emotions, bring rasas together, meaning one raga can have a collection of rasas, like something like bhakti mixed with romantic love, mixed with a little bit of awe, like wonder, mixed with peace, sometimes mixed with a little bit of fear, deliberately. So when you put rasas together, when you put emotions together, you get to feel them more strongly. If everything's happy all the time, it's hard to feel happiness. But when you feel happiness on the side of a little bit of sadness, then you can feel the happiness even more, because you have contrast. And this is the world of Shakti, which means the world of contrast. And so raga is operating in that form. It's trying to get us to understand Shakti more strongly. And at the center of that is consciousness, which is observing it, of course. So just a little bit more about the content. Sorry, I didn't say about tala. So of course, music is following a rhythm, and he's taking care of this side. I'm also involved in rhythm with performing raga music. You can see we're both in the rhythmic flow, but this instrument tabla here is also not just strictly rhythm, is very melodic and is very expressive, very poetic and lyrical. So it's not strictly that I'm only doing melody, he's only doing rhythm. We have a conversation and we try to come together in that. So just to re-emphasize, this is very improvised music around a very strong theme. So a lot of what we're doing is improvising, yeah? But we're improvising around rules of our raga and our rhythm. Can I just switch this on? This tempura. Did that? So just wanted to play it so you can hear it. So I think maybe you've seen in Indian classical music concert, a big instrument looks like a sitar, but it doesn't have any frets. It just stands up like this, and they just play like that. This is tempura, and this is what we have here in a sample. Of course, we would love to have the real player, but it's always, for practical reasons, it's difficult to have somebody, a third musician for that. And the job is much more simple, so we can get away with a recording of it. It's just playing one note, and it keeps a continuous, what we call a drone, continuous pitch. And on the symbolic level, it actually represents the Shiva, the original consciousness, the underlying consciousness of everything, which is always just present. And Om, exactly. So it represents, you could say, the Om, the unmanifested reality. And our raga and our tala dance around this, which is, of course, the Shakti, dancing around the pure consciousness. So that's what this represents. And it just continues like that. So I think it's enough, we'll play.